You get a notification on your phone. And yeah, I want to take you out on a date. You tell your friends, you're like, guys, he's asking me to go out on a date. Your friends are like, he better pay. You're like, yeah. It takes you out on this date, and surely, when the bill comes, he's like, don't worry, put your purse away. I've caught you. And he pays for the date. And you open your Instagram, you're on your close friends, you're like, yeah. And guess what? He didn't take me to some like random restaurant. He took me to like Tiger's Milk. It's not like fancy, but it's not like McDonald's. And he paid like rah. You think you've gone out on the best date ever. It's actually the best date of your whole life. Guys, how did he pay for this date? Actually, with his allowance. He asked his Mama, I need an extra top up for toiletries. The money for toiletries is the money that took you out on this date. It's the money from NSFAS that's taken you out on this date. Do you see why I'm retiring? I can't do. My next relationship has to be at 25. You cannot be spending your allowance on me. There are too many losers. Market is saturated. I'm waiting for kids to grow up. We can't keep on doing this. I'd rather wait until we're 25. We have our own jobs. We go to work. And I sound like a hater. I really do sound like a hater. Like I understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. But it just doesn't make sense anymore. It doesn't make sense anymore. And the worst part is, niggas, I've actually never been out on a date where they've paid in my whole life. And maybe it's just not in my books. I know it happens for some of you. Not even happens for some of you. I've done it. I've paid for a whole date, A to Z. And I'm just like, okay, for me, maybe it's not in my books for this thing to be happening in your teenage years, to be out in a relationship in your teens. And rightfully so. I don't think that it should be expected for a person to be paying, for one of the people to be paying for the date. All of the dates, all of the time. No. I believe like until we turn 25, it should be a 50-50 thing. Because I don't have a job. You don't have a job. So who is going to pay for this date? NSFAS? My mom? My dad? Like who was going to pay for the date after all? And it's not even that, like, that's why I'm like, it sounds like I'm a hater. But I'm not even a hater. Because that's just the reality. Like, bro, you don't make money. Unless you have a job. Like, you are pushing some side hustle somewhere. I don't know. But the rest of us are in our books. No side hustle. Our books are the main hustle. The tutorials are the side hustle. And some people like things. Like, you're like, no, I actually want flowers. Oh, no, not just any flowers. No, I don't want Violet's flowers anymore. I want flowers. That big bouquet of flowers. Those, like, big roses with baby's breath around. How? With whose salary? So I said, you know what? It's okay. I don't even care. Let me just wait until I'm 25. 25, you finished the degree. But now the problem is, if you want these nice things, bro, like you want nice things, you want a person to take you out on dates as if they have a job, as if they have a salary, they earn a salary, you're gonna go to people who actually earn salaries. All that. That's how you find yourself in a situation where you're talking to some guy who is actually married with 3 kids. Guys, I'll say this, So, okay, cool. My age mates, I was the one who was chasing. Because that's also another thing. I think what inspired me to wait until I'm 25 for a relationship is the fact that I was tired of chasing, bro. Like, why is it every day I must be the one to approach you? I must approach you every day. I must be the one. If I find you, oh, you look good, I must approach you. And the thing is, like, I've been approached, but then the problem is, they'll approach you and then they think they're done. No, you barely done any of the work. So I was like, nah, you know what? I'm changing my mindset. I don't chase, I attract. I don't chase, I attract. And then I was like, no, you know what? Actually, let's cut it all out. I'm just simply gonna wait until I'm 25, until we actually were working now, until I can be like, oh, are you going to pick me up in your car? It's not unreasonable for me, for one of my requirements, for you to have a license, because I have a license. It's a requirement. Also, it's unreasonable for me to expect every single 18 to 19-year-old to have a license. Guys, getting a license is not free. It costs money to get a license. Like, that's why let's wait until we're 25 so you have your own money and you can get your own license. My chat is you can't be like, oh, the person must drive. Where's your, like, I sound like a hater in this video. But I'm just hoping, guys, I really am hoping that you guys are splitting the bill at the restaurants when it's time to pay for the bills, because you don't have a job, they don't have a job. Why is it expected of them? It's not cute, this thing of us expecting, like, we cannot be expecting each other to be doing, like, working people stuff, bro. Like, you're going on holiday with your partner to Cape Town from Joburg. Oh! Time you're saving allowance. You're saving allowance to do this. Guys, like, do you understand? Like, I'm gonna say cute. I'm gonna say, like, if you tell me, like, oh, me and my partner are saving up to go to Cape Town, or me and my partner are saving up for this, saving up for that, I'm gonna say cute. If I see it on your story, I'm gonna like your story, because it is cute, and I am a fan of it. Like, it looks nice, you guys look happy, you guys look whatever. But I'm just saying, for me, personally, for me, my parents are giving me this money to go buy toiletries, and then the rest I'm supposed to be using to go out. Okay, I guess, like, fair, this thing of you going on these dates is going out. But now you'll see, now you might be in a situation where I sound like such a hater. But it must, I want to speak up. But, like, now you're going to be in a situation where you don't even have enough money because you're trying to save up. You're saving up your allowance, bro. You're saving up your allowance. It's not a salary, this thing. It's an allowance. It's called an allowance. It's just enough money for 3 Savannahs on Long Street or Hatfield. Like, it's not millions and millions and millions of rands. Like, so why? You expect gifts and stuff every day. Wait. It's not gonna work. I'm waiting until I'm 25. And when I turn 25, best believe I'm not chasing. No, we don't do that. Because chasing, let me tell you, what chasing has gotten me. Chasing has gotten me played and played and played and played back to back to back to back. I remember I had a streak, 7 Libras. Back to back that played me. This zodiac thing, I was taking it seriously. I mean, I wasn't taking it seriously, because come on, it's just a star sign. Like, I was born on this day of the year, and now everyone else who's born in this same period, in the same month, we're all the same. I didn't believe it until I met Libras, because they are all the same. If you're a Pisces, don't do that thing. A Libra, don't do that thing. It's not gonna work for you. And I'm talking from how many Libras? Back to back to back to back to back to back. And it's a thing of, I attract Libras. I don't ask. So I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna stop. Like, if you say you're a Libra, I'm not gonna entertain. Then I also said that I'm gonna stop chasing. Then I said you must have a license. I think, like, guys, the standards were low-key low. And then I stopped. I was just like, you know what, actually retire. Take an early retirement. You don't have to. Like, it's not compulsory. Just because everyone else is in a relationship doesn't mean you also have to be in a relationship. Like, you'll find yourself in a relationship that is not even serving you. You are busy serving the other person in that relationship. And when you're in that situation, it's so awkward when it's time to break up now. I don't know how weird it is when a 23-year-old is with a 35-year-old. Will that be my situation? No, because I'm still gonna be on break. And I plan on being in relationships with my people, like people my age. Age gap love, not for me, not in my books, not my story. Same way, a teenage love story is not in my, it's not a chapter in my book. Age gap love is not a chapter in my book. Like, we are 1 year apart, and I'm not the older person. I can't be the older person. In a relation, I cannot be the older person. I cannot. I'm already young. I'm 18. And I know I'm going to be 25 by then. But when I'm 25, I'm not dating someone who's younger than 25. I'm never dating someone. Ooh, wee. Then you find out I'm dating someone 3 years younger than me. Oh, and I fear for the first years who are going to be in situations with like final years, posties, fathers. Because it goes up there also. Let me tell you how it happens. You go to school, you're in first year, you think you're big, you think you're grown. You're like, oh, okay, let me see what's happening. It's Love Island. You're with your age mates, you're with your peers. Attention is nice, attention is cute. Eventually, you outgrow. And I blame TikTok because remember, your friends are like, oh, did he pay for the date? Did he pay for the date? Bro, why are we expecting him to pay for the date? Like he has a job. And I'm not saying this as a sassy man. Like I'm saying this as how we are 18, 19, 20. With which money are we paying for this date? But yeah, so now you're like, actually, why is he not paying for this date? Why is he not buying me a bouquet of flowers every day? Why is he not buying me gifts? Why is he not ordering me food when I'm like, oh, I'm hungry? He's not Ubering me food because he doesn't have a job. So you're like, okay, let me leave him. I no longer want people my age. First years are losers. First years are corny. A second year pulls up. Second years are no different. Like they're just as much of losers as first years. Then you start dealing with final years. You're thinking, hey, I am grown now. And it feels like the first time you dribble a final year, you're like, you know what, actually, I'm big. Like I'm grown. No one can play with me. King. We can't like you. My heart can't play with that thing. Then, after a final year, you're like, nah, I still feel like I have like, this can't be the last. We do postgrads now. But postgrads are postgrads. I would rather you are with someone who's graduated than you are with a postgrad. In my opinion, mind you, this opinion is wrong because what this thing is wrong. You shouldn't be with people who are like this much older than you. But postgrads, I feel like postgrads are at the bottom of the pyramid. Like, yeah, you're talking to someone who's doing their master's. No, you're a tutor talking to a first year. You're a tutor talking to a first year. Do you see how much that's the bottom of the scum of the earth? Other postgrads who talk to first years because you're a tutor. But anyways, now you're talking to your tutors, you're talking to your whatevers, your demonstrators and stuff. Then you're like, no, this portion is too small. I'm bigger than this. Now it's time. You've graduated. Now you're talking to a 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds. Guys, I kid you not. This person said he's 70. He said he was 79. Allegedly. I do not believe. You're talking to grown people. Are they married? Do they have children? Are they cheating? Are you wrecking a home? Where? And you think it's nice, you think it's fun, you think it's the home wasn't wrecked if it was already broken. Or they're not a mountain. They're crazy. It's not cute. It's a bit creepy. It's gross. For the person, it's gross. It's creepy. Like what business? So what conversations are we gonna talk about now? Me as an 18-year-old and you as a 35-year-old. What do we talk about? I'm half your age. Of course, there's nothing to talk about. You are paying taxes. I've never paid tax in my life. Of course, all you're gonna tell me is how. Of course, all you're gonna tell me is compliments. It's not healthy. And then, I don't know, you just reach a point where you're like, you know what? Let me retire early. In fact, just leave me alone. I'm not, my shop is closed. My shop is closed. This whole year, my shop is closed. I'm gonna turn 19. I'm gonna sing happy birthday. I'm gonna finish the year 0. Because right now is actually the first time ever, like in a long time, actually a very, very long time, where I'm not talking to anyone, no situationships, there's no roster, there's nothing, I'm doing nothing. And I'm like, oh, I think I like this. Like it's peaceful, man. It's peaceful. And the problem is, in as much as I'm like, oh, yeah, like this year I'm not chasing, I'm not like none of that stuff. We've retired. Shop is closed. We don't do relationships, situationships, all those, any ship of any kind. We're not interested. I'm gonna be tempted, but lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Because it's evil. It's evil, this thing. It distracts you. I always made this rule with myself in high school, because anytime I was talking to someone, I had a crush on someone in high school, I was not doing well in school. And then the moment I was talking to no one, I was thriving academically. That's why I was not thriving academically last year. Because I was talking to everyone. We can't do that. It's not healthy. It's not good for your soul. It's not good for your spirit. I'm going to finish my degrees, all of them. Okay, maybe not all of them. But once I turn 25, shop is open again. But before then, closed. You think oh, thank you so much. That's it. Oh, can I take you? I'm busy. I'm in the library. I have a test. Time, I don't have any. Am I going to go out on dates? Like, imagine if someone's like, oh, can I take you out on a date? And I'm like, oh, sorry, I can't. My shop is closed. Am I going to be like that strict? Am I standing that firmly? Because I feel like we both know I'm going to say yes, let's go. Just to see, though. Just for the story. 2024. But I don't know. But you know what's one thing I need to learn how to start doing? I need to learn how to start saying, oh, I'm not interested. Like texting, oh, I'm not interested. Because I don't do it intentionally. But one thing I will do is... Oh! Don't shout at me. Don't shout at me. It needed me to be very vulnerable with you to admit that ghost clue be. Because if the moment I was done. Archive. You are busy talking to yourself in my archives. And worst part, I even stopped saving the numbers. Life hack. It's easier to get over a talking stage or a situationship if the number wasn't even saved to begin with. So I don't know who you are. I forgot. You're calling my line. I forgot your name. Okay, I didn't forget your name, but I didn't memorize your number. Oh, why didn't you answer? And I'd be like, oh, it's because I didn't see your message. Genuinely, I didn't see your message. I've replied to you. And okay, no, like I wouldn't ghost just like boom, ghost random. No, you would probably you said something or you did something or whatever. I ended the conversation and I archived. So the conversation was done. And then you think like, what's happening? This person's archiving. This person's ghosting me. I'm not ghosting you. We're done talking. I should learn how to say like, okay, I'm not interested. But the thing is, when you say things like that, like you seem like a bad person, an evil person. But I should stop caring. Like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, if you don't want, you don't want. There's nothing that a person can do. If you don't want, you don't want. And they should just respect the fact that you do not want. But yeah, shame, guys. This thing of they're taking you out on dates and buying you gifts with their allowance money that their mom transferred to them to go buy toiletries. It's not my portion. You can have a job. If you have a job, okay. But I don't have a job, so how can I expect you to have a job? Again, I sounded like a hater this entire video. Because I look like some... I am. But don't take me too serious. How can I hate from outside of the club when I can't even get in? But It just doesn't work for me. It's just not my style. If I'm taking you out and stuff, I want to take you out on, we're like using my money. I want to spend my money on you. Not money that was sent to me for other things. Like, I have a job. The job paid me a salary. With that salary, I tell you, let's go out on a date. Let's talk about bouquets. What's an appropriate bouquet and stuff? If it's a random Tuesday, Woolworths bouquet is fine. If it's not a random Tuesday, don't get me a bouquet from Woolworths and you think, oh, I've done something. Go to a boutique, bro. Go to a flower shop and go get flowers. And also flowers, guys, you will get funeral flowers. Some flowers are funeral flowers. Some flowers are get well soon flowers. Like cute little sunflowers. Those are friends flowers. Roses, don't get red roses if it's not a date. I sound so strict. Pink roses and baby's breath in one bouquet. That's cute. Tulips, mega cute. Well done. Sunflowers, are we friends? And sunflowers are my favorite flowers. But like, are we friends? If it's a random Tuesday, Woolworths bouquet. If it's a date, it's my birthday, it's a congratulations, whatever, go to a boutique and get flowers. And flowers are expensive. Flowers really are expensive, guys. I remember the last time I had to buy flowers, I bought 10 tulips for 300 rand. You can't buy me flowers from Pick and Pay. Those are get well soon flowers. Flowers from Pick and Pay are get well soon flowers. Flowers from Pick and Pay are funeral flowers. Like, they look nice, but they're like for get well soon. And then like gifts and stuff, sentimental. When I mean sentimental, I mean sentimental. Like, you can't just be getting anything for the sake of, oh, my love language is gift giving. You're gonna give me the wrong gift. Also, being a Bob the Builder and trying to build a man and trying to, don't worry, I can fix him, that thing is out of fashion. It's not worth it. It doesn't work. It does not work. Also, waiting for a person to like you back. You guys are having crushes for longer than a month. After 3 weeks, I'm done. We've moved on. But anyways, the shop is closed, so we're going back to celebrity crushes and stuff like that, like things on the internet, like not real life, whatever. We gave it a try in 2023. It was cute for the time being. We are realizing that I think it's just a matter of I need to wait my turn. My turn is when I'm 25 and above. I mean, from now, for the next 6 years. And I can do it, guys. Madiba was in jail for 27 years. 6 years is a drop in the ocean. Like, it's not that long. Next thing, I'm in a relationship next month. But yeah, that's that on that. And it's like, it's not that deep, Sham. You guys look very happy in your relationships, very cute in your relationships, and I'm very happy for you guys in your relationships. I'm not a hater. I really am not a hater. That's one thing I'm not. But I sound like I'm a hater right now. I'm talking about me and my situations that have just led me to decide that, you know what, there's actually no rush. Once I turn 25, we're opening shop. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. One day I might talk about the whole thing of talking to people who are like adults, like grown for your age. That one, I think we need to wait another New Year's. But yeah, Happy New Year.